What's going on, guys? It's the Erie Better Beer Bureau back at you with another review. I'm Pat.
I'm Maury.
And I'm Dave. We're back at you here with another one from Funky Buddha. This is the 2017 release of the Maple Bacon Coffee Porter. It's a 6.4% ABV porter, and it's got coffee, maple syrup, and natural flavorings to get the bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the newer release, Funky Buddha. It looks like they went through like a kind of rebranding. You know, they got some new label art, things like that. And this one just came out pretty recently. I mean, we're only on about, 4 or 5 weeks into 2017, and this is their release.
Right.
I want to say the last week or two. So we're going to get into it. We've done this beer in the past, but we're going to redo this one and kind of see what you think with the new version here.
It's been a while.
Let's get the aroma from here.
Yeah. I'm getting maple syrup. The coffee gets way more intense. Holy, wow. It's like fresh ground too, baby. That's nice.
With a huge maple sweetness.
That maple, though, is front and center.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, even just sitting in front of us here, it's like we have a plate of like French toast or pancakes sitting in front of us here.
Is insane.
I feel, though, once you get into it, the coffee and maple syrup are pretty well balanced for me.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They are. I mean, I'm getting a ton. I'm getting a ton of coffee and a ton of maple syrup on this thing.
We could try to pull some other aromas, but we've been making them up because it's pretty much straight coffee and maple.
You'd have to dig through 3 feet of coffee and maple to get
anything else. Yeah, I mean, wow. And this is one of those beers where the aroma literally is jumping.
It's wow. Like, it is just, like the aroma on this thing is like literally overwhelming.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like an overwhelming aroma. Cheers. I get a hint of smoke on the taste.
Yeah, maybe just a little.
It's definitely heavy still on the maple. The maple's a little more heavy on the taste. It's not quite as balanced on the taste. The coffee's there, but I get a lot of maple, and I actually get a decent, like, light roasty porter body. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Actually, the maple kind of dominates the aftertaste of this beer.
Yeah.
You finish taking a sip, and it's nothing but maple on the back end.
And it's sticky. I mean, the beer itself is sticky.
Yeah. It definitely, though, when you taste it, that's when you really know it's a porter. Like, it's single digits. Like, you know that when you taste it.
It's not an imperial stout. Like, it's definitely a porter. A low, 6% porter, which is kind of nice. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I mean, they advertise it as a porter.
It is a porter, yeah.
It's great for, it's got a nice body for a porter.
And I think that coffee on it is what even though, like you said, Pat, I think it does kind of finish with that maple sweetness, that coffee mid-palate really provides a welcome bitterness just to the drink,
It's really necessary to balance out the maple sweetness of the coffee.
Yeah, typical. I've never, settled on one score, but I'm really between a 4.25 and a 4.5, but I am going to round up to the 4.5 for the reason that the flavors are just so ridiculous, and the aroma alone is nearly a 5 for me. I mean, it's so aromatic. The flavors are so just on point. My only the carbonation's perfect. It's porter. My only 2 critiques for a porter, even, I find it a little bit thin even for a porter. Small critique. I do also think the bacon is kind of lacking for me. But really, those are my only 2 criticisms. Otherwise, the beer is just freaking awesome.
Right.
So, for me, I'm going a 4.5. I love this beer. I'll drink this thing all day long.
Yeah, and I would drink this thing all day long if I had it in front of me, just for the maple. I'm also going to actually agree with Dave's score. It's a solid 4.5 out of 5 for a porter.
Right.
And the funny thing is, my biggest critique on this beer, other than having a little more smoke on it, is wondering what it would taste like as an imperial stout.
Yeah, morning wood.
Morning wood, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's an imperial porter.
Yeah. imperial porter.
Yeah.
Whatever.
There's no such thing.
But no, it's for a porter. This took the flavors amazingly. They blend very well together. They balance very well together. Just a little hint more bacon, I think, on it would do this beer a solid.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4.25, but I also am kind of somewhere in between. But I'm gonna go with a 4.25 because I've had this beer at least 3 times, maybe 4. But the last time I had it, I liked it a little bit more. It was my favorite. I honestly felt like it was a little thicker than the 2017 batch, which, you know, I know it's only 6.4%, so you can't expect too much mouthfeel. But last time around, I just liked it a notch better. And, you know, here's my thing. You're using the natural flavors. It doesn't taste an awful lot like bacon. Why not just go like smoked malt? You know, like just use smoked malt instead of natural flavor. I feel like the smoke would come through more.
Actually,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? And but it is a really good beer. Like Dave said, the aroma is pretty much a 5. It really smells awesome, and it smells like breakfast. And
Anytime you pop open a beer and you can smell it across the room,
Yeah.
it smells great. You know?
And smoked malt, I got your back on that. That might like set this thing off.
I think it
to
will.
like, I mean,
Yes.
like world class levels. Like,
Yes.
It's approaching it as it is, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Just blending
I got
some
you
of
on
the
that.
smoked malts in it, I think.
Yeah, it might be nice.
Yeah.
Again, thanks for sharing.
No problem, man.
Till next time.
Cheers.
Cheers. You trying to pour with the cap on? Maybe you've had enough.
I think that's the first time I've ever done that.